We're back at 7:43 now, and the Alzheimer's Association released their latest facts and figures this week, including something that's very alarming. Their latest findings say that we may run out of doctors to treat those with Alzheimer's and dementia as this state continues to age. So joining us right now to talk about this trend and how she's trying to help change it, Victoria Kozar, a UConn Med student and Alzheimer's advocate, is joining us. Victoria, thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
So the new report from the Alzheimer's Association shows that the number of people in Connecticut who are 65 or older with Alzheimer's disease will likely increase by 13% or more. So what does that number mean to you, and why are we seeing this?
Yeah, the numbers are absolutely staggering. So in Connecticut alone, right now, we have 80,000 people living with Alzheimer's disease, and that's only going to continue to climb at a really alarming speed, up to 91,000 by 2050 alone. As an older state, actually one of the oldest in the whole country, the worry is that we're going to run out of doctors and specialists needed to treat this disease. Geriatricians, or doctors specialized in the care of older adults in Connecticut right now, there's only 91 practicing, and we're going to need to triple that number to even begin to meet that need. That's going to just continue to grow. We'd need 82% more to treat people living in Alzheimer's by 2050. And it's not just the patients who are aging, the doctors are too. So
right.
Huge supply and demand issue.
Victoria, why do you think we are running out of doctors? Obviously, it's very concerning, but why is it happening?
Well, you'd think we're all going to age, job security, right? But despite this growing demand and opportunity in the field, many of the spots in geriatric fellowships are going unfilled. It might not be the most glamorous of fields for some folks, but it's really frustrating for me in particular. When I tell people what I'm pursuing, I'm met most often with disbelief or people saying things like, "Oh my goodness, bless your heart, I could never do that." And what that comes down to, I think, is really internalized ageism. We're all afraid of it, and many people want nothing to do with it. And it really is sad. So for a smaller state with 3 medical schools, we should have the manpower to meet these needs, but to be frank, we just don't.
Right. Obviously, you're very passionate about it, and we're glad that you are. So tell us more about why you wanted to go into that specialty.
Yes. So 6 years ago, wow, I was one of the first students to take part in the student in residence program at Masonic, where I lived in an assisted living community for a year. So being surrounded by stories and wisdom and just people who showed me how full of life that things can be in your 80s and 90s really opened my eyes. My neighbor Beth was actually one of those people who inspired me daily to just not take life too seriously. And it was her personal experience with cognitive decline that pushed me to learn more, because I wanted to be there for her. And I really just fell in love with the field. I've got involved with the Alzheimer's Association. I do research now and really eat, sleep, and breathe geriatrics. And I want to share that excitement with others.
Well, talk a little bit more specifically to caregivers, family members. What should we know? What should we be doing? Also, specifically, maybe, what are the questions that we should be asking the doctors out there who are treating our loved ones?
Yes, it is so important to remember that the doctor-patient relationship is just that. It is a relationship. If something doesn't feel right, or you're not exactly sure what's going on, it's important to speak up, to ask those questions. And if it's a relationship that you don't think is working out, it is totally okay to get a second opinion, because it's your loved one, it's you. You want the best care that's possible. And also, absolutely, if there's something that you need that might not feel comfortable, if it's a doctor that you feel like you can't speak to, you can't really have a great relationship.
Right. This is one of those situations that if you feel something, don't second guess yourself. Go with your gut, because it's your loved one's health. Victoria, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for what you're doing. It's so great to see your passion, and can't wait to see where the future takes you as well. I'm sure we'll be talking to you very soon again.
Thank you.
Thank you.